For 40 years, Japanese animator Hayao Miyazaki has enchanted audiences around the world with more than 10 feature films of stunning artistry and memorable characters. Regardless of where he chose to set his tales, there was simply no limit to this man's imagination. Hi, my name is John Turner. As any fan of animation can tell you, Miyazaki has had quite a career, but it didn't just happen overnight. In fact, long before he became famous, Miyazaki was working on projects for Japan's top animation studio of the time, Toei. Eventually, Miyazaki left the studio to pursue other ventures. It wasn't long until he found an opportunity to direct his first full-length feature for Tokyo Movie Shinsha. That feature is the movie we're about to see, The Castle of Cagliostro. Unlike Miyazaki's later films from his now famous animation company Studio Ghibli, The Castle of Cagliostro's principal cast of characters originate from someone else's imagination. The protagonist of this tale is a charismatic and clever crook named Arsène Lupin III. His co-stars include the loyal gunman Jigen, the stoic swordsman Goemon, femme fatale Fujiko, and the bumbling police inspector Zenigata. These characters all come from a popular Japanese franchise called Lupin III, created by Kazuhiko Kato, better known by his pen name, Monkey Punch. The franchise was inspired by a series of novels written in the early 1900s by French novelist Maurice Leblanc. A fan of these books, Monkey Punch reimagined the lead character of these stories as a sort of James Bond, Indiana Jones, Sherlock Holmes hybrid, the grandson of Leblanc's Lupin. The Japanese public was introduced to Monkey Punch's new series in the form of graphic novels, or manga, on August 10, 1967. It was an instant success, and 4 years later, an animated series for television would soon premiere. Viewers tuned in every week to witness Lupin and his partners in crime bulldoze their way through one crazy exploit after another. Given his popularity, it was perhaps inevitable that Lupin would become a movie star too. The Castle of Cagliostro, incidentally, is Lupin's second theatrical feature. His first was the rather wild and often trippy Mystery of Mamo, released in 1978. This film, like most other incarnations of Lupin III, portrays the lead character as a smarmy, lecherous anti-hero, always out for treasure and lustful for Fujiko. But in The Castle of Cagliostro, Miyazaki decided to present Lupin as a happy-go-lucky and upbeat character. The reason, in his own words, was to get rid of this sense of apathy that he felt infused Monkey Punch's creation. Ironically, it was probably because of this lighthearted approach that The Castle of Cagliostro, in production for 7 months, initially struggled to find an audience. Released in Japan on December 15, 1979, The Castle of Cagliostro was not a major success with either critics nor audiences, and many Lupin fans didn't know what to think of it. In the years since then, however, the film has become an animation classic, with many of its iconic sequences lovingly referenced in these animated feature films from America. The Castle of Cagliostro was first released in English in 1992 by Streamline Pictures. Their version, which renames Lupin as Wolf on account of copyright issues, took a rather broad and liberal approach to the story.
Should have worn an asbestos suit.
8 years later, a new English version was commissioned by Manga Entertainment, presenting the film with a more accurate translation.
This is unworthy of my blade.
In this version, which we're about to see, Lupin is voiced by David Hayter, who is best known to video game fans as Solid Snake from the popular Metal Gear Solid series and as a scriptwriter for several X-Men movies. These translations were made available on video and DVD for many years. But a movie such as this deserves to be experienced on the big screen, and what better occasion than its 40th anniversary. Now sit back and get ready for a wild ride as we proudly present The Castle of Cagliostro. Enjoy the show.